The night was colder than Emily remembered. The streets of Hollow Creek hadn't changed much, but she had. 5 years ago, she had left this town in pieces. Humiliated, betrayed, and branded a failure. Now she was back, not as the fragile girl who had been crushed, but as a woman forged by fire. Back then, Emily had trusted the wrong people. Her best friend, Claire, and her fiancé, Daniel, had conspired against her. They had stolen her designs for a business she dreamed of launching and presented them as their own. The betrayal became the town's gossip, and Emily was painted as a liar and a fraud. Daniel broke off their engagement publicly, and Claire replaced her in every sense, partner in business and in love. Emily disappeared, but she hadn't vanished into despair. She had rebuilt herself, far from Hollow Creek, in a bustling city where no one knew her scars. She worked relentlessly, honed her skills, and launched her own brand under a new name. Now, Emily Cross was a force, a name whispered with respect in the world of design. And tonight, she would finally reveal herself to those who had tried to destroy her. The annual Hollow Creek Gala was the perfect stage. Claire and Daniel were hosting it, celebrating their success built on stolen dreams. Emily walked into the grand hall, wearing a sleek black gown that seemed to command silence. Conversations dimmed as eyes turned toward her. "Who is she?" someone whispered. Claire froze when she recognized her. Daniel's smile faltered. Emily smiled faintly, her eyes locking onto theirs. "Long time no see," she said smoothly. Claire forced a laugh. "Emily, I didn't know you were back." "Oh, I've been around," Emily replied, her voice cool as glass. "Watching, waiting." The room buzzed with curiosity. Emily didn't need to raise her voice. Her presence was enough to shift the balance. She knew exactly what she was doing. As the evening unfolded, Emily revealed her trump card. She had come prepared with evidence, contracts, sketches, timelines, all proving how Claire and Daniel had stolen her work. But she didn't slam it down in anger. She did it with precision. At the height of the gala, when the spotlight was brightest, she took the stage. "Ladies and gentlemen," she began, "success means nothing when it's built on lies. Some of you have praised the hosts for their creativity, but what you see tonight, what you've praised all these years, belongs to me." Gasps echoed through the hall. Emily's assistant, waiting in the wings, handed out documents to the crowd. Projectors lit up with side-by-side comparisons, Emily's original work against the designs Claire and Daniel had claimed. Daniel tried to speak, his voice cracking. "This is absurd." But Claire's face had gone pale. She knew they were finished. Emily didn't gloat. That wasn't her style. She let the truth do the cutting. "You stole my work, my trust, and even my name in this town. But you didn't take my strength. Tonight, I take back what's mine." The silence that followed was louder than applause. The empire Claire and Daniel had built crumbled in a single evening, exposed for the fraud it was. But Emily wasn't done. Her final move came with a smile. She revealed that her company, her real company, had already purchased the debts Claire and Daniel owed. The business they thought they owned no longer belonged to them. "This," Emily said, her voice steady, "is not just revenge, it's justice." By the end of the night, Claire and Daniel stood ruined, stripped of their reputation, their business, and the loyalty of those around them. Emily, on the other hand, walked away not just victorious, but untouchable. As she stepped outside, the cold air bit her skin, but it felt liberating. She hadn't come back to Hollow Creek for revenge alone. She had come back to remind herself who she truly was. No betrayal could define her. Only her will, her strength, and her ability to rise. Emily Cross had the last laugh, and it echoed louder than the applause of 1,000 strangers.